Okay, so have you eaten your dinner or
Uh,
not
I
yet?
I already had dinner.
That's great.
Yes. How about
Okay,
you? Yep.
I'm done. I already ate my dinner and my lunch and dinner as
Yeah.
okay. So I ate my dinner and lunch at the same time.
Uh, is
Yes.
it so? You mean to say every day? Not every day. You had only two times meal in a
Yes.
day.
Yes, because I wake up at 11 a.m.
Yes.
So, yes, so at 11:30 I'll be having my breakfast, so that would be my breakfast. And I'll eat my lunch and dinner at 6 p.m. at
Uh,
the same time. Okay, but during weekends I eat or I ate or it's on a regular basis, three meals on a day.
3 meals a day.
Yes. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Now this time let's use or let's complete this dialogue together.
Yes.
I will be reading letter or I'll be letter B and you'll be letter A. You'll be passenger A. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, let's start.
Yes.
Passenger A.
Yes. Oh, excuse me, but it seems like you are sitting on my jacket.
Okay, so I think this is seat, right? Do you think so?
Yes.
Yes.
Excuse me. I think you are sitting on my you are sitting on my seat.
Okay. Really? Are you sure?
I think so.
Mm. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get up real quick.
It's okay. It was not big deal.
I see. Very good. Okay.
Yes.
So here are some key expressions that you can also use when, for example, you would like to travel, or if in cases that you need to use this sentence patterns, at least you'll be able to know on how and when to use them, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, now do you have any questions before we move on to our next lesson?
Mm,
Are
no, I
there
don't have
things,
yes. No, I
okay,
don't
are
have a
there
yes.
things you want to clear out? Is everything
Mm,
clear?
yes, everything clear.
That's great.
Yes.
Okay, now let's continue.
Yep.
Okay, now this time we're going to lesson 4, and this is about checking out at the airport. And maybe later on you can share your experiences, and I'll be sharing mine, okay? But it's not really my experiences, but these are the most common things that are commonly observed during or when checking out in an airport. Okay?
Yes, okay.
Okay, now I want you to please take a look at the picture and maybe can you tell me what's happening in the picture?
Mm,
What
in the
is this one? Can you
yes,
tell me something about costumes?
yes. Custom is an department to check out the passengers' luggages. What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, something dangerous or foreign currency.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, yes, or other things which the country prohibit to bring out overseas. They yes,
Okay.
they check it. So they check out passengers' luggage.
Okay, I see. Yes, you're right. So they are the department who check the things that before you going out or before you check out, right?
Yes,
Yes, you're right. If there are dangers or maybe there are illegal things, right?
yes,
Yes, okay. So, have you tried or were you tried experiences to have some troubles when it comes to checking out your luggages?
Mm, no, I have never experienced with the customs checker. I think customs do not check all passengers' luggages. Just
Mm,
yes, they pick up a certain passenger. I don't know the standard. I don't know their standard to pick up certain passengers, but they just pick
yes.
up certain passengers
Okay,
for
so
checkup.
yes, so you're right. So they sometimes or maybe there are times that they just check on the luggage of some suspicious passengers, right?
Yes, specific passengers. Uh,
Yes, suspicious passengers.
specific passengers. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Yes, specific because maybe that person's action is suspicious. Okay, let's use this
Ah,
word.
yeah, I
Yeah.
misunderstood. Suspicious, yeah.
Right? Yes.
Suspicious, yeah, suspicious. Yeah, not specific, yeah.
Yes, that's we have specific and we also have suspicious, right? Maybe in
Suspicious,
terms of their actions,
yes,
right? You could actually tell if someone is, trying to keep something.
yes,
Yes. Okay. So maybe their actions are suspicious, right?
yes, suspicious.
Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. Let's
Yes,
continue. This time, let's have the dialogue. I'm going to read Nancy.
yes. Uh, welcome to Paris. Do you have anything to declare?
No.
Could you open your bag, please?
Sure. Is everything okay? Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me? Ah,
Okay, there you go.
yes,
I
yes,
can hear you now.
yes, yeah.
Let's start.
Yes.
Sure. Is everything okay?
Yes, ma'am. Enjoy your stay in Paris.
Okay, good.
Yep,
Now, thanks. There you go.
yep.
Now, this time let's fill in the blanks using the keywords and expressions. I'll be reading letter
Yes,
B.
yes.
Let's start.
Yes. Letter A. Welcome to Canada. May I see your passport and flight ticket, please?
Sure, here it is.
Where are you come from?
Mhm. I'm coming from Seoul, Korea.
What's the purpose of your visit?
I'm here on business.
How long are you planning to stay?
I'll be staying for 3 weeks.
What will you be where will you be staying?
I'll be staying at a hotel.
Uh, have you been to Canada before?
No, this is my first time.
Do you have anything to declare?
No, nothing.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay, there you go. Now, before that, okay, so it would be boring if if we keep on talking about the lesson. So, why
yeah,
can we talk or why can we have a free talk
yeah.
about your visit to maybe Canada, Japan, or United States? Would that be okay if you share
Yes,
your experience? Okay. Now, can
yes,
you tell me among all the places you've tried visiting or traveling, can
yeah.
you tell me which country is or were you able to stay were you able to stay in a longer time?
Mm, the longest time I stayed in foreign country is 7 years. Can I say
Mm.
is? The longest,
Okay,
the
again,
long,
sorry. Your
yes,
sentence again. I'm sorry.
yes, the longest period of time
Mm-hmm.
I stayed in foreign country is 7 years.
Of time. Okay. In foreign country is
Yes, I will type it. Yes,
okay.
the longest, yeah,
Okay. So maybe you can say
the longest
the
period of time. Period,
okay.
period, oh, period of time I stay, I stayed in for foreign country is 7 years.
Mm-hmm. I see. The longest period of time I stayed in foreign country is 7 years. Okay. Yes. Or hold on. Maybe we can say my longest stay in a foreign country. My longest stay in a foreign country is about 7 years. Okay, here.
Mm. My longest my longest stay in a foreign country is about 7 years. Ah, yes,
Okay.
my longest stay. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Very good. Oh, so may I know what country is that?
It's Japan.
Oh, so you've been in Japan for 7 years.
Yes, including university and working. Can I say working
Oh,
or company?
okay. Work,
Work,
including work,
including yes, work and bachelor.
vacation.
No, I mean bachelor degree.
Bachelor.
Bachelor, yes,
Oh,
bachelor, yes,
yes.
degree.
That is yes. That is what we call a bachelor degree.
Yes,
Yes.
bachelor, yeah, bachelor,
Yeah.
bachelor
Oh.
degree, including
Oh.
bachelor degree and work. Yeah,
I see. Also, yes, I remember you made mention that you studied in Japan.
yes,
Yes. Okay. That's why we taught, or there are some terms that we used, or there are some terms in Japan that we used to during our lesson. Do you remember? Okay. So
yes.
so did you learn? Did you try learning their language?
Yes.
I think they call their language Nihongo, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Nihongo. Okay, so
Do you,
during
yes,
my
have you studied about Japanese?
Nihongo, just a little. I know hi, which means yes, right? And
Yes, hi,
no
yeah,
hi, right? Yes,
yes,
and
right.
sensei,
Sensei
right?
means teacher.
Yes, and arigato gozaimasu. Yes, and I
Yes,
used to there. No, they count. I think ichi, ni, san. I
yes,
don't
one,
know.
two, three. Yes,
Yes. Okay, so it's actually fun, right?
yes, fun to, yes,
Yes.
study foreign
Uh,
language.
yes, it's really, or maybe one day you can, or you'll be able to learn a lot of languages, and it would be easier for you, right?
Yes, I think
Yes,
so.
but when I was still or I also teach Chinese students before. Okay. Yes,
Really?
so yes, my first job is actually to teach Chinese students. So I've learned just a little of their language, and this time I would really like to learn more, or I would like to learn your language because I really like watching Korean movies. You know
Really?
that?
What
Yes.
kind of Korean movie do you like? The
I
the
like
title?
Okay, I like science fiction. I like drama, and I like horror. But this time I'm watching Ruler. Okay, in English, the title of the Korean movie is Ruler. I think a
Mm,
it's an action movie. Yes.
maybe it's different with the Korean
Yes.
title, yes, and English title.
Yes. Yes, they are different. And do you another one? I've just just actually last Wednesday, or that was yesterday. I'm done watching What's Wrong with Secretary Kim. So I
Ah, yeah, I know the yeah drama, yeah,
the drama. It's a
yes.
very nice movie. Mm, okay, there you
Yeah.
go. So that's actually one of the reason, and of course, I would really like to learn more about your culture. Because I really wanted to travel to Korea and visit your cherry blossoms.
Oh,
You
yes,
know,
yes.
Mount Fuji and the cherry blossom or cherry blossoms. Is it in Korea?
Yes,
Or
yeah, yes.
yes,
Cherry,
right?
actually, yeah, cherry blossom in
It,
Korea, but kind of a very short period of time
I
from
see.
April, yes, from in the beginning of April to in the middle of April, something like yeah,
Oh, yes. So, okay, that's great.
yeah.
So, maybe if given the chance, I would like to visit Korea from April, starting April, so that I'll be able to see your cherry blossom trees.
Do you like cherry blossom?
Yes. But or in my country, there actually a specific place wherein they exported your cherry blossom trees, and they are trying, or they wanted to try if the cherry blossom tree can survive here in the Philippines. Yes, they are actually doing some experiment.
Yes, yes.
hmm Yeah,
But
because yes.
due to the climate of Philippines,
hmm Yes, they're trying if the climate of the Philippines will be able, or if the cherry blossoms will be able to survive given the climate of the Philippines. But they place it in a play, or in a specific area wherein the temperature is too low.
ah,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, but let's see. But if given the chance, I would really like to go to Korea. You know. Yes.
Yes, I hope if you come to Korea, yes,
Okay.
yes,
I hope I'll be able to, I'll be able to board on the plane you're trying to. Because you're a pilot, right?
yes, I really hope, yes,
Maybe.
I would be, yes, your
Yes.
pilot, yes, when you visit Korea.
Yes. I hope I can board your plane.
Yes,
Okay.
I really hope,
Yes. So
yes,
good luck, okay?
yes, thank you, yes,
Yes, good luck.
yeah,
You're welcome.
yeah,
Now there you go. So, okay, so what so there you go. So you are actually telling a story about your experience, right? I wanted to know your experience or staying in Japan. Or what are your
yes.
experiences?
Mm, I attended for university 4 years, and then I got my first job there,
hmm
and then yes,
Okay. So,
yeah.
may I know why did you choose to study Japan, or to study in Japan?
Mm, yes, I like to Japanese culture, like a drama or
Mm.
yes, pop song,
Oh, I see. Yes.
Japanese song. and that was the first step to have interested in Japan. Yes, and
Okay.
also my cousin stayed there at the time. So
I
yes,
see.
yes, it's more comfortable for me.
Mm.
Yes, to yes. Mm.
Oh, so your cousin also studied in Japan?
Yes, my what do you call my mother's cousin.
Your
Yes. Anyway, yeah, cousin. Yeah, cousin.
this one,
Yes.
your cousin?
Yes.
I see. Okay, so your cousin stayed in Japan for how many years? 7 years as well?
My cousin just stayed 4 years after he graduated university. He got back to Korea and he got his job in Korea.
I
Yes.
see. Okay. So, can you, so I forgot. Okay, sorry, I forgot. But what was your first job in Japan again? Manager, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's okay. And I think I didn't
You
tell
didn't
you. Yeah.
mention.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
I did not. Yes. I did not mention about my first job. Yes. Uh, my first job was human resource department. My first job was in human resource department of broadcasting company. I was in charge of managing employees' personal information and communicating with headquarters in Korea.
I see. That's great. So, okay, so you communicate to the headquarters of Korea using your language or the English
Yes, my
language?
language, my language, and using
Mm,
Japanese, Korean. Yeah.
oh, I see. Okay. Now, in Japan, were you able to communicate with a lot of English speakers every day?
Actually, that's what I really wanted situation. Speak Japanese and speak English to meet
Mm-hmm.
many foreigners communication with them using foreign language, Japanese and
Mm-hmm.
English. But the reality, the reality told me that uh, no.
Okay. Take
Yes,
your
I
time.
yes, the
Okay, now
real
here. So
yeah.
let's have, or maybe let's have this one. So maybe you can try to, if there are things that you cannot say in English, maybe you can write it in your language. You write it in Chinese or in Korean, and I'll try to translate it. And let's see if the Korean translation is the same with the English or the Korean meaning is the same with the English meaning. Okay. So if there are words that you find difficult to say in English, you just write it here in Korean. Okay?
I'm sorry.
If there are some English or if you can say some words using English, maybe you can try to write it here using your language.
Do you speak Korean?
No, I'll just try to translate it. Yes, so
No,
that
no, no,
okay,
no, no,
so
no,
that
no, no,
no,
no, no.
so that we can see if the Korean meaning is the same is the same if we are going to translate it in English.
Yes, but I I very appreciate with your consideration, but I think
Oh,
burden. It would be burden to you. I try to yes
mm,
communicate yes Korean.
no, it's okay. It's
Have you
okay.
studied Korean?
Oh, no,
No.
but I used to learn some of your basic greetings like "안녕하세요," right?
Yes, yes.
Yes. And what else? Oppa.
Ah,
yes.
yes, means older brother.
Yes. Yes. And what else? Oma, right?
Ah, mother.
yes. So, what else? Mm, okay. Anyway, that's just the basic or the basic words I know about Korean. I used to love your language when I first watched the movie entitled Miracle in Cell Number 7. Are you familiar with that?
Yes. It's
You
Korean
know.
drama, right?
Yes, it's
7 Days
actually
Miracle. Yeah.
yes, it's actually a very sad movie.
Ah,
Yes. So, do you know that wherein the father is, I think, a special, or it is a person who has, special needs. Are you familiar to that movie? No?
uh, no. I know the title of drama. It's famous in Korea also.
Yes.
But yeah.
Because it is really a good movie.
Hmm.
Okay, anyway, going back.
Yes. Going back. Yeah.
Okay, so going back to your experience when you were in Japan.
Yes.
Hmm? Okay.
Yes. Yes. So I really wanted to have communication with a foreigner using
Mhm.
English and Japanese, but actually only Japanese, not English.
Mm. I see. So you know how to speak in Japanese or you can communicate to other individuals or Japanese individuals using their language.
Yes.
Wow, that's great.
Yes, but I think it's kind of normal because since I attended university 4 years, I write report or resume in Japanese, and I
Mm.
also listen to all classes every day in Japanese. So I
Oh,
think it's
that's
kind of yes normal yes to
mm,
yes get familiar with Japanese. Yeah.
okay, but I see. But I think, or so, how was it? So, learning other language is difficult, right?
Yes.
Especially when you're not used to it. So,
Yes.
how was your experience in learning the Japanese language? Do you think it's easier than learning the English language?
Absolutely. For
Mm,
example, it's like Spanish speaker study English. It's like
I see. So I can now consider you as a multilingual individual. Do you know this?
uh,
Multilingual?
multilingual. Speak several foreign language.
Yes, speak different foreign languages.
Yeah, but I cannot speak English very well.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
I I I really or okay. So I really think that you are a good English speaker. Okay, right? Yes.
Yes.
So maybe all we have
Yeah.
to do is enhance and improve. But
Yes.
don't say that you are not good in English. You are okay.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for cheering me up.
Yes. Okay, there you go.
Yes.
So going back,
Yeah.
okay. So these are the key expressions. Now, do you know how to use all this sentence or all these words in a sentence?
Found from purpose, declare passport. Yes, I know all the yes key expression.
Okay. So can you use the word declare in a sentence?
Yes. Do you have anything to declare before enter the classroom? Enter the yeah
Okay.
yeah
There you go. Great job. So
yes.
we're done. Next. Okay, so we are now on lesson 5. Now,
Yes.
this time, we are going to learn on how to ask on basic directions because this is very important, right?
Yes.
Especially when you are traveling, of course, you need to ask for directions. Now,
Yes.
this time, I want you to please fill in the blanks with the correct. Okay, hold on. Let me see this one. Oh, anyway. Mhm. Okay, now this time I want you to please fill in the blanks with the correct direction.
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Yep.
You write it here.
Mm. Yes. North.
Oh, sorry.
Yep. It's okay. Yes.
Okay, so this one is north.
Yes.
Next,
North.
how about this one?
Northeast. NE.
Okay,
Yep.
northeast. Good.
Yep.
Of course, this one is
And east.
okay.
Yeah.
East, right?
Yes.
Next.
Southeast
Mm-hmm. Southeast.
and
One.
south.
Oh,
Yeah.
north.
South. Yeah. South
Yes, south. Good.
and southwest.
Okay, southwest. Of course, this is
West
west. Okay, and this is
and northwest.
okay. Good job.
Yes.
Okay, so do you know how do we call this one?
Yes. I know. Yes. I know how to. Yes. Call this one.
Okay, so we call this as
Yes.
how do we call this?
Uh, magnetic compass.
Yes, very
Yes.
good. It's a compass. Good job.
Compass.
Now,
Yeah.
this time we are going to match column A to B and B to C.
Yes.
Okay, let's start. This one.
Mm,
Okay, maybe you can use your own pen.
ah.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
This is your pen.
North.
There you go. Very good.
Mm, yes. North up
Of
and
course.
east.
Okay, very good.
Yes. East light and
Mm-hmm.
south down and west left. Can you see my line?
Yes, I see.
Ah,
Yes,
yes.
I can. Okay,
Yeah.
so can you tell me or so during your first days in Japan, of course, right? You
Yes.
don't during your first maybe first week, first month, right? How do you ask for directions?
In Japanese?
Mm-mm. So you mean during your first days in Japan,
Yeah.
you can already speak in Japanese?
Yes.
Wow! So before you go to Japan, you learned your language.
Oh, yes. Since my second foreign language in high school was
Mm.
Japanese. Yes.
Oh, I see. So how do you usually ask for direction? In maybe you can say it first in English and then later on you can translate it in Japanese.
Yes. Since just a few Japanese people speak English,
Mm,
and
I see.
most of the time, Japanese does not speak English. English,
Mm.
yes, does not English. Speaking English does not have any meaning in Japan.
Oh, so there are, can there are not a lot or how going to say there are more of course there are a lot of Japanese people who can speak their language, right? Okay, how
Yes.
about yes, so for example in 10 Japanese individuals, how many of them can speak the English language? You think one, two, or
In 100 people, in 100 Japanese people,
how many?
less than five.
Oh, I see.
Yes, for example, if you visit Japan and
Mm-hmm.
try to communication with them in English or asking direction
Mm-hmm.
to them, you never answer. You never get.
Oh, so they will just look at you, right?
Yes. Maybe they know your intention throughout
But
your
they
body
can't
language
understand.
and your facial expression. But actually, yes, your English word uh, does not. Hmm, yeah.
I see. So even if you talk to them in English, it's difficult for them to understand what you are trying to say.
Yes, it's difficult
Yes.
for them to understand what I said.
Yes, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
so how do you ask, for example, you would like to go to the mall. How are you going to ask Japanese people about directions
In English?
in Japanese?
In Japanese. 失礼ですが、百貨店まではどうやって行くんですか？
Hmm? I see. Okay, so good for you.
It's like first of all, it's very common to speak it's very common start with I'm very sorry, but I would like to know how how to get our shopping mall, how to get a shopping mall, something like that.
I see. Okay.
Yes.
Good job.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, because
Thank you.
but just to tell you something about, so I mentioned that I have friends who are studying here in the Philippines, Korean students who are studying here in the Philippines, right?
Yes.
Yes, so of course, Korean students or will be will be having their own group. And for
Yeah,
example,
yeah, yeah.
yes,
Yes.
so they speak with their, of course, co-Koreans.
Yes.
Okay, their
But it's
friends
common.
who
Yes,
are
it's common.
Koreans. Okay, and this Korean who used to be my friend always bring a map. No,
Map?
yes, yes.
What kind of map?
Uh, okay, it's the map of Baguio City, of
Yes.
Baguio City. Okay. So if he wanted to visit a certain area, he'll just go, or he is
Ah,
just going to look at his map, and sometimes he uses the Google Translate.
yes.
Okay. Yes. So that was during his first month. So he used to write, or using his phone, he used to write Korean words, and then he is going to translate it in English words,
Yes.
so that we'll be able to understand what he is trying to say.
Ah,
But
he does
yes,
not speak English?
yes. Okay, he can speak in English, but just a little.
Just a
Okay.
little.
Yes. Yes, I remember I think the the first word that he used to learn using the English language is, mm, oh, d- how I think, do you do you I don't remember, but
Very simple sentence.
yes, but the basic greetings like thank you or good morning, hello, he knows.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay, but what we
By
do
the way,
before.
I
Yes.
just have a small question. How
Hmm.
how did he get admission to study in university?
Okay, so he was born and raised in the Philippines.
Ah,
Yes,
not
but
Korean?
not. But then I think his mom or his dad is the Korean, and they they are not. They or he was used to raise using the Korean language, not the English language.
Oh,
Yes. Or I think her mother is a Korean and his father is a Chinese. I'm not sure. But
then
yes.
speak Tagalog very well, right?
Yes.
Ah,
Yes, he can speak in Tagalog very well. And he can also speak in Chinese.
Also
Yes, but
Chinese.
yes, but I'm not sure if the mother is the Chinese or the Korean. I'm not sure, but his parents are both, or his parents are a Korean and a Chinese, not a Filipino.
But
Yes.
is it possible that I mean I usually heard that all Philippine people have English class in their elementary and middle
Yes, but
school. Yes.
yes, but I'm not sure if he's or I that's the or I think he is, you know, he was born and raised in the Philippines, but occasionally he is having how do you call module? Are you familiar with that?
Module?
Yes, just module classes.
Ah, yeah.
Yes,
I know.
yes,
Yeah, module.
because he is a person who has special needs.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay, that's the reason. So he can speak in English, but just very basic.
yeah, very short.
But
Yeah.
yes, okay, very limited.
Yes, limited.
Yes,
Hmm.
okay.
Yep.
That's it. Okay, so how was it? So, for example, so when you were in Japan, of course, you used to speak their language,
Yes.
but how was your experience on what was the first English country that you tried visiting?
It was Canada,
Mm.
Vancouver.
Okay, so can you
Yes.
tell me how, or during your stay in Canada, you were able to speak in English?
Yes, since I was I I took English class
Yeah.
in my elementary school. I speak just a little. I speak just a little bit English before I visited Canada.
I see. So at least you already have a background about the English language.
Yeah, even though it's not enough English background, yes, I had it.
That's great. Okay,
Yep,
good for you.
yep.
Okay, now this time let's have a dialogue here. I will
Yes,
be reading letter A and you will be reading letter B. Are you ready?
yes. By the way,
Yeah.
I did not intend to bother your class, but I think you need yeah, break time before, yes, proceed the next
Okay.
step. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll have a 15-minute break again. Would that be okay?
Yes, I'm okay with it. Yes,
Okay. Thank you so much, Brian.
yes,
I'll see you again
yes. Thank you so much,
later.
teacher. Yes, see you later. Yep,
Mhm. Yes.
yep. Mm.